Now, there's another question I want to ask the OSP. Now, from a year, Samidaku interview granted in Deno, he told us to say the OSP knows about the whereabouts of Kenufuriata. Meboa. Now, Mamimbo, Namimbusa OSP, one question. Ochinamunina Mumusano. A honorable OSP is a liar. Listen to the guy's interview again.
I don't think that there is any problem between the OSP. Quickly go through some of them. One of the important documents you need for extradition is the arrest warrant. The OSP has the arrest warrant. And if you remember, I know that the media has not been covering it. Since we got the arrest warrant against Mr. Furiata, he has sued the OSP about 7-8 times. And the OSP since June has been battling these lawsuits alone in court, just to ensure that the arrest warrants remain valid. The next thing you will need is an Interpol red notice. The OSP worked tirelessly and secured the Interpol red notice. And the red notice is alive as we speak. Even as I talk to you, Interpol International has written to us to justify why you should continue to remain on it. And that is routine. Almost every 6 months, you have to justify why a person should continue to be on red notice. And people don't know the meaning of red notice. It means that the OSP has effectively restricted the movement of Mr. Furiata. Hitherto, we have records that shows that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so those who think nothing has been done, we restricted the movement of Mr. Furiata. Hitherto, we have records that shows that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so those who think
now pay attention. Also, Okasano, or say they have information that Ken Ofuriata was crisscrossing between America and London, and they have information that Ken Ofuriata is in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Meaning, when it comes to jurisdiction and location, they know. Meaning, at least they have an idea of where Ken Ofuriata is. And you need to pay attention to those things. Okasano osi omunim. Sena Ken Ofuriata of US eko London oko enoba. And almost our information says Oba US is within a DMV area. Meaning, when you're talking about jurisdiction, when you're talking about location, the OSP knows where Ken Ofuriata is. It's not like Ken Ofuriata is in America somewhere. He said they have been able to pin him to DMV. He's in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. Now, so we read the letter now, OSP Chokoma, Chief of Staff, the first letter now, OSP say, the Office of the Special Prosecutor requests for the extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which he may be located or found, and extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Ken Nanaya Ofuriata. In the letter that OSP wrote to the Chief of Staff, the OSP could have simply stated in that we know where his location is. But in the letter, he made the Chief of Staff understand that they, the OSP, that office, they do not know the whereabouts of Ken Ofuriata. They don't even have his current location, the jurisdiction that he's in. But he's writing to the Chief of Staff to tell him, say, they should help him find where Ken Ofuriata is. To remember, when he was writing this letter, he was basically telling the Chief of Staff, we don't even know where this guy is. When he wrote the letter, what he was trying to imply was that we don't know where Ken Ofuriata is. We don't even know his location, the jurisdiction he is in. So the Chief of Staff, they should help him start the process of extraditing Ken Ofori-Atta. And the same people are telling us today that they have known that Ken Ofori-Atta has been moving between US and the UK. And also, they have pinned him to DMV area in the Washington, Maryland, Virginia area. Meaning, time na ultra letter na koma chief of staff, no, the OSP knew the location of Ken Ofori-Atta. So you see, the OSP is a liar. Now, okay, this is what it says. The OSP is blowing himself up. Now, an extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta, who served as the Minister responsible for finance of the Republic of Ghana, blah, blah, blah. This request is founded on the consideration that Mr. Ofori-Atta, who departed the jurisdiction early January 2025, has no intentions of voluntarily returning to the jurisdiction. And for which reason the OSP has declared him a wanted person and a fugitive from justice as the prime suspect in respect of suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses regarding the following. Even in his second paragraph, he made it clear that Ken Ofori-Atta has left Ghana and that wherever he's heading to, Onumpo Onim, they don't know his destination or his location the moment Nana Ultra Letanabri Chief of Staff. No, they didn't even know his whereabouts. They don't know whether he's living in India, in Japan, whether he's in Canada or he's in America or he's in they didn't have an idea, jurisdiction, location. But the same person, the communications director of OSP, was telling us, say, they knew that Ken Ofori-Atta was moving between US and the UK and also in the DMV area in America. So why was he acting as if he didn't know the exact location of Ken Ofori-Atta? Kessi Agyabeng is a criminal.